friend, Destiny. We have all of our makeup, and we have some champagne. Kira, this cost me $7. Don't yell at me. We're just gonna do like a little chatty, get ready with us Q&A. That's probably good.
Some.
We're making little mimosas, but we're switching it up. We're doing pineapple juice because we're fancy. Some of these questions are good, some of them are not good. You know, the pickings on Instagram were slim, so we're doing our best.
Had to Google some, but
Had to Google some.
It's all right.
Not that many people contributed.
I'm looking at you guys.
Yeah.
Fake.
I
am not an alcohol person by any means. It's not for me, but I can do light things like this, but I don't like to taste it. That's why we're doing that.
We have this pineapple juice. This was not my first choice. Instacart bitch. She had to substitute it because they didn't have the one I wanted. Tell me when. That's probably good. Try it. Give her a try.
That's really.
Should we put the mango nectar in it too?
Yes.
Should we just put more champagne and then mango nectar?
Yeah.
Yeah. We also got mango nectar, so we're just getting real fruity with it. Originally I was like, we should just drink wine or a mixed drink. Destiny was like, wait a minute, bitch. Who do you think I am?
Gotta get that fruitiness in there so that I can't taste the alky.
The alky? It's not vodka.
Still, I can't with the taste.
You should have seen on her 21st birthday, I tried to make little like halfy shots, half juice, half alcohol. She took one and she was like, don't worry, I sanitized the mouth part of this. But no, I've just touched it, so, well.
Miss Ro, is that you?
Miss Ro.
Coronavirus.
Is getting real. Did you smell it? I heard a little.
That's good.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
It's carbonated. Cheers. Cheers, beaches. Shall we begin? Where are my questions? Hang on, they went away. Okay. Tell an embarrassing story about the other. You can begin. I already know which story you're gonna tell, I feel like.
I've been waiting to tell this story for a very long time.
I was born for this moment.
It happened like, what, 5 years ago now?
I don't know.
I think it was 5 years.
New Year's Eve?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna start drinking.
Well, that was kind of the issue on that night. So
where do you even begin with this story?
So I was in this was the New Year's, and I was not even supposed to be going out. I did not have plans to go out, but
I somehow swindled you into being my DD.
Like, I did not know at that time what I was signing myself up for, but I said yes. And we started our night by going to a hotel party in La Jolla.
Very chill vibes.
Yeah, it was really fun. Like, there was just a few people there, maybe like 10 or 12. Didn't really know anybody but her, so I felt a little bit awkward, but it was fine. It was fun. Started drinking a little bit much, and we were only supposed to stay there until like 11:30 so that we could go somewhere else for actual New Year's. That didn't happen.
God, I'm like mortified and you barely even begun.
So instead, we stayed there till like 1 o'clock in the morning, and then we went to this other party. And La Jolla, that area is down by the water in San Diego, and then we had to go inland to get to the next party. And it was a bit of a hike, and during the drive there, Megan for some reason didn't think that I knew where I was going, even though I've lived here my whole life. So she put in the address on her phone thinking she was being efficient, did not put a single word right into this phone. I was directing us to Jack in the Box. Yeah, it was like, it was rough. She still has the screenshot somewhere? I'll see if I can find the screenshot and we'll like insert it or something. It'll be here, if we can find it. It was, not one thing was correct. But anyways, we ended up at Jack in the Box so that we could kind of get our stuff together. And then, what happened? The Jack in the Box was right by Megan's ex-boyfriend's house. You know what? Don't even start judging me. I know y'all been there. So, I, being completely sober, the DD that I'm being, am trying to get us to the next destination. Megan, however, it was just a rough time to be alive. Not gonna lie.
More specifically for me.
Yeah. It was a pretty rough time. So I kind of let her do her. I wasn't trying to kind of step on her toes or anything. Plus she was a little so yeah, I went along with it even though I knew better. So we end up at the boyfriend's house.
Not my finest hour, okay?
I basically get kicked out and then we dip. She comes out after and we dip. And then we go to this party. And the second we get in there, we see a few people that I actually know. And I have to kind of pull them aside and be like, listen, she's not okay.
She's losing her shit right now.
She's not okay. So her friend Justine was there. And Blaze and Tyler, we were all there. And who did you take outside? Blaze? To kind of have a
For
meltdown?
what reason? Like, not good advice. He gave me no good advice. But yeah, I took my friend Blaze outside because the whole time after we left my ex-boyfriend's house, I was like crying, I was a mess, and we just had like a shitty conversation while I was there. And then we got to the party, I talked to Blaze, and I'm outside crying. I don't even remember what we talked about, but I'm like sobbing, and he's like listening to me or whatever. I don't even know.
Yeah, so I go out there because I think that she's out there trying to get more drunk. So I'm like, And I go out there and I kind of interrupt the
You really were
conversation.
like,
Yeah, And then we go back inside, everyone's like playing games or whatever, and
I'm starting to get it together. I'm starting to...
Yeah, she's starting to get back
be fine.
And then Tyler's ass goes, who wants tequila shots? And Megan goes, me! And she runs over and he's like trying to hand her shot after shot, and I'm like, Tyler,
as Destiny's chasing him around the house, literally chancla in hand, like, but if you don't stop giving her that bottle.
I probably looked insane, but it was fun, and we didn't end up getting home until probably like what, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
You're asking the wrong person. I don't remember anything.
Honestly, the rest of that party was a blur for me too, just because I was so tired at that point, but we made it through. Still alive.
I'm more mentally stable.
Yeah, we're good.
We're fine.
We're all good now, but point of the story, moral of the story, don't let Megan talk you into being her DD on special events like that, because she's not a big drinker either, but every so often she likes to wild out.
Fair.
However,
she learned her lesson. I take Ubers now, okay? I feel like you have been waiting your whole life to tell that story to the public.
Yeah. Like every time it comes up, I'm like, well, do you want to hear what Megan did on New Year's?
Literally, and you know, whenever you're feeling bad about yourself or something that you did while you were drunk, at least you can be like, well, at least I didn't do what Megan did.
Exactly.
Do I have an embarrassing story to tell about you? I guess when we went Lucas's birthday. All right, so this is not funny, this part. Destiny has really bad anxiety.
Severe.
Insane, but not as bad, I will say. And I can tell the story, right? You're fine with that?
Yeah.
Okay. We go to Catch in LA for Lucas's birthday. I flew his friend in from Canada, and it was like a big shebang. We were going to Catch, and then we were gonna go, drink afterwards or something? Well, we were gonna... I don't even remember what the original plan really was.
I think we were gonna go up to the rooftop pool.
Oh, the rooftop pool, which is what we ended up doing. But we're at Catch, and we order our food or whatever, and she gets a sushi roll, and the sushi roll has these weird little orange balls on top of it. I don't know how to explain it. Did they pop? They popped.
It was like tasting fish oil every single time it popped.
Imagine like really tiny popping boba, but like fishy. Anyways, she took a bite of it. She's like, what is this? Oh, whatever. She takes a bite and she goes, oh, no. She barely could eat. That for some reason like triggered her anxiety really bad. She didn't finish her dinner. And we go out to the car, and Lucas's mom is there with us and her boyfriend and Lucas and his friend Gabe, and they want to, take a walk around the block. Destiny's like, please, can I go sit in the car? And I wasn't gonna let her go sit in the car alone.
Dying.
So we both went and sat in the car, and she's like, oh, I feel kind of nauseous. I feel kind of like, meh.
Okay, side note, my anxiety, it just makes my feelings about food a little bit weird. Like if I'm anxious, my appetite it's gone, never to be seen again. So when I had the sushi and I realized, oh, I'm not gonna be able to eat all of this, and also it just kind of left like a terrible taste in my mouth.
Quite like a literal bad taste.
Yeah, and I also have this thing where I just feel like people notice what I'm eating. I don't know, it's weird. And they notice if I don't eat, they notice if I'm not eating enough, things like that. And
it's because your family pokes at that a lot.
Yeah, like with my anxiety, I've just gotten to a point sometimes where I like lose weight, I can't eat too much. So that's just something that like I'm insecure about, and it triggers my anxiety. So when I realized that I could not eat what I was given and that everybody else was just sitting at the table having a blast, stuffing their faces, it just...
And it made it worse that like Lucas's mom ended up paying for the whole dinner, and we were all gonna pay for ourselves, and I was gonna pay for Lucas and stuff, but Destiny was like, fuck, like she paid for this and I can't even eat it.
Yeah.
So it was that sort of thing.
Sorry, still love you though. Thank you.
Really sorry that I didn't eat my $22 sushi roll. Anyway, so we're in the car and she's like, I don't feel good, like I feel really hot, nauseous, I don't know what's going on. I put the windows down and the guys get in the car, and there's like a plastic Target bag on the floor, or a Shoe Palace bag, I think it was.
Yeah, it was
a Shoe Palace bag.
Went earlier, and he had like double bags, so one of the bags had his stuff in it, and then the other bag was empty.
Yeah. We're in the car, and she goes, I think I'm gonna throw up. I think I'm gonna throw up. And I'm like, do you want me to pull over? And she's like, no, let me grab this bag. She grabs this bag and sticks her head in it. We're playing Doses and Mimosas? Doses and Mimosas in the car, the song. Doses and Mimosas, that song, literally. And I just turn it up really, she's like, I'm nervous, they're gonna hear me. I turn that shit up loud, and I'm singing the lyrics, I'm screaming them, while she's throwing up in a bag, while I'm driving down the 405, I think, in LA. Okay, we wanna tell a story about my friend Hannah, our friend Hannah, but we gotta call her first to make sure it's okay. Hello, I need consent. Put her on speaker. If she doesn't answer, I'm gonna scream. I know.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, we're filming a video right now and we have a question. This is Megan, by the way.
Okay.
Can I tell the story about when it was Lucas's birthday and the bird incident?
It was my birthday.
Oh yeah, it was your birthday. Sorry, Destiny's birthday.
That's totally fine, totally fine.
Okay, great.
Go for it.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
All right. We got permission.
Love it.
So it was Destiny's birthday, her 21st birthday, and we were getting a little tipsy. We were taking little shots. You know, we got a really nice Airbnb up in LA. Our friend Hannah came. It was just me, Destiny, Hannah, and Lucas. And we're drinking a lot, kind of drinking a lot. Drinking a lot really quick.
I was drinking to my standard, like a lot for me, but
Hannah can handle like a decent amount of alcohol, but there's a very thin line where she's like pretty drunk but doing okay, and then she's like,
it's like once she crosses that boundary, like it's done.
There's no going back. So we drank, whatever, it's fine, we're having a good time. Ooh, had to burp. We go out to a couple bars in LA. I don't even remember what they were called. We're in this bar, this is kind of a side note, I suck at telling stories, but we're in this bar, and there's a big hallway in between one bar and another bar, so they're connected. And we're like, oh, let's go see what's over there. We walk through the hallway, walk into the other room, and it's just all these like punk rock style, emo style people with like the hair and the clothes and everything.
Yeah.
And that's cool, that's your style.
Yeah.
But there was also really loud metal music playing, and everyone was like, whoa! And we were like faded. We walked in like this, took a look, walked back out into the other bar.
Like, I don't know if any of you have ever seen the video of like the group of just emo kids and they do the dance where they're like this with their arms. That was them. That was the exact scenario.
It was the exact people, which was cool if that's your thing. Not our thing personally, but I vibe with it. I respect it. However, cool. After we left this bar, we're like, kind of bored of the bars. So let's go birding. For those of you that don't live in San Diego, I don't think they have them elsewhere, like in California at least. Really? San Diego and LA, I think, are the only places that have bird scooters. I could be wrong, I don't know, but they have them here in California. And they're basically scooters where you download an app, you put your card info, you scan the QR code on the scooter, and it's like 20 cents a minute or something like that. So we were gonna bird all around downtown LA, and we're birding, and you know, going, having a good time. I go over this really hard like divot in the road, so hard that if I wasn't clutching the handles, I would have flown off. And I turn around to go, hey, watch out for that. And Hannah, I'm gonna reenact this, wait.
It was Megan in front, then me, and then Hannah in the back.
This is Hannah's bird, okay? This is Hannah. I turn around and I go, hey, watch out for that. Doink! She flies off, skids on the ground. Like, her body skips like pebbles on a lake. And we're all like, oh shit. And we get off our birds. We
skirt back around.
Ran over to her, made sure she was okay. She was like scraped up. Her hand was really scraped up. She had a bruise on her leg, I think. Like her knee was scraped. And she's sitting there and she's crying, but she's like, I'm fine. Really, I'm totally fine.
I'm fine. Like, let's just go. And we're like, no, you need to sit down for a minute. Like, that was hard.
Also, like, when you're drunk, things don't really hit you right then, but I could tell she was in pain, or at least scared, because she was crying. And she's like, guys, I'm good. Like, I'm totally fine. Like, let's just go. And we're like, no, like, let's sit for a second. Are you okay? And then she's like, that really hurt. I really am in a lot of pain. And so we go back to the Airbnb, and she was fine. She's just a little banged up, a little bruised, a little traumatized, probably. I don't think she'd ever get on a bird again.
Never in her life. She was already like a little bit hesitant about it, but
I've super hesitant.
I've never heard of someone flying off of a bird like that.
Me either. But, you know, she did, so thanks for letting us tell that story. We're back. We had to take a little, what's the word? In like the middle of a show. Intermission, because we were talking too much and we already had recorded like 45 minutes worth of footage, so we paused to do the face. Now we're moving on to the eyes, and our next question, which is, would you rather only eat mayo for the rest of your life or bite off your thumb? Thank you, Kira. I honestly think I'd rather bite off my thumb.
Yeah, I can't do mayo.
Like, I overall enjoy mayo on a sandwich, on a burger.
I mean, I honestly, up until recently, didn't mind mayo, but I tasted it the other day and it like,
But to only eat that for the rest of your life.
Or even by itself.
I couldn't even imagine eating just like a scoop of mayo. When Jana was little, my little sister's name is Jana. When she was young, she would just eat butter out of the tub. Like spoons of butter, and my mom used to get so freaking mad. She'd be like, why are you eating a butter? Who does that? And Jana would be like, with mouth, like butter all over her mouth, all greasy, like, what? Yeah, so I'd rather bite off my thumb. Is that your decision too, thumb? Okay, I'm going for like, I think I'm gonna do like a green eyeshadow moment. What about you?
I might do purple.
Do it. Oh, we could take you pictures after this.
Purple in this.
We could take a thumbnail.
This is a very old BH Cosmetics palette. Oh, it's my Ray Ray palette.
The what?
It's my Ray Ray. She's a YouTuber.
I haven't done eyeshadow since before quarantine.
Same.
Like, not even a little. So I don't know if I even remember how to do it, and if it looks bad, I'm truly sorry for what you're gonna witness.
Me too. I second that.
Oh. Wow. I need to get my eyebrows done so bad. I've been like plucking, but I don't really like to pluck in between eyebrow appointments. Because I feel like I'd mess it all up.
I pretty much only pluck. I feel like I haven't found that person yet that can get the exact shape that I want. So
you should try my eyebrow lady. I think that she's planning on opening back up this month. Lucas gets his eyebrows waxed down at Mirage Nail Salon in Encinitas. And I'm too nervous to get my nails waxed in an eyebrow salon after my last experience.
Your nails waxed?
I mean my eyebrows waxed. Did I say my nails waxed in an eyebrow salon? I'm not drunk. Oh, we had a couple of glasses in between that video and now. Do you ever, like, when you're doing your makeup, like, stop what you're doing and look at yourself in the mirror with, like, a little face on? Do you do that, or do I just do that?
I mean, sometimes, it depends on, like,
if I'm feeling myself.
Yeah.
Like, right now, kind of. I got this little sample of setting spray from Sephora, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm normally, like, a diehard Urban Decay all-nighter person. This shit is bomb. Oh, which, by the way. Do you want some? Like, it just feels so refreshing, but not, like, thick. Like, my face doesn't feel soaking wet. Okay, next question. How did we meet? Well, Destiny was born, and that's the end of the story.
Yep.
My mom and her dad have been really good friends for like 25 years or something like that. And I've pretty much known Destiny her whole life, but we didn't really become close until like 5 or 6 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 6 or 7. Because we started becoming close when your dad would pay me to pick you up from cheer practice.
So like 2013. So yeah, 7 years.
Yeah, well, like I've known her whole life, but...
My dad is her godfather.
Oh yeah, that too. I'm like, they've just been really good friends. And I've been really good friends with her sister, who's my age, our whole lives pretty much too, but she lives in Arizona, so she's not here for this video.
Yeah, I used to get so mad because they would always leave me out and play Call of Duty, and I would always die every
And we
single
never
time.
wanted you to play with us because you'd yell at us if we didn't revive you.
Yeah.
Rip. Oh my god, these lashes are so skinny. Okay, so I sent Lucas to Target to get me lashes. Normally I wear the House of Lashes Iconic, but obviously Ulta's not open right now. Ah! And so I picked out these Ardell Foam Ink lashes, and I literally don't think I know how to put on lashes with such a skinny strip. Like the Iconic light ones, they're like thick, kind of like more expensive lashes. And they're nice and thick and easy to put on, and this looks difficult. We're gonna film another video after this, a who knows me best, boyfriend versus best friend. And it will either be up before or after this video, but if it's up after, or no, if it's up, wait, hang on. But if it's up before, I'll put it in a little box thing. And if it's up after, then you'll just wait for it. I tried. What? Oh no. You got it on your face somewhere?
Right there.
Let me see. Oh, it's not that bad. Wait for it to dry and then take a eyebrow spoolie. First time getting drunk together. Legally? Or no? I think the first time we really got drunk together was on your 21st birthday.
Yeah.
Like drunk together. But there are times where we've drank together prior to being old enough to, for both of us. Always in the comfort of a home.
My foot's so asleep.
I always cut out.
It's dead. It's gone.
It's dead. It's gone. All things dead and gone.
Dead and gone.
Whoa. Here, give it to me. It's kind of tricky. You turned it off. That's not what we're doing.
Did you see that Nickelodeon came out today with the announcement that SpongeBob is a part of the LGBTQ community?
I love that. I
Yeah.
always thought Patrick and Spongy were a little queer.
Yeah, there's a scene where Patrick and SpongeBob are pulling away in a bus, and Mr. Krabs and Squidward are like left behind, and SpongeBob goes and he's like, "Bye Squidward, bye Mr. Krabs, bye Squidward."
Oh, I love that. I won't put the clip in. Okay, Jessica asked, if you could pick up your life and relocate anywhere in the world, where would you live and why? Anywhere in the world. That's hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been to many other countries. Into like Africa and the Philippines, and that's pretty much it. And like Mexico.
I mean, I couldn't say for sure anywhere in Europe as much as I want to because I haven't like physically been there.
Traveled there.
Honestly, knowing me, I'd want to say New York City because I'm obsessed with like big cities, and obviously
New York, the
Yeah.
biggest of them all.
I have not been yet, so I couldn't even really say that for sure, but I feel like I was meant to live in New York City. I've said it forever. I have a huge painting in my room of it, and I always have. It's my thing.
I feel like anywhere in the world, I wouldn't want to stay in the US. Personally.
As of
So-
right now, I wouldn't either.
I don't know, because I really loved the Philippines, but I don't know if I'd want to live there.
Yeah.
And
That's how I feel about Japan because like the time that I spent there, I was so young, so I had a different perception of it, but there's so many things that I love about it.
yeah, I feel like I've never been anywhere in Europe. But maybe Italy, honestly. I think I would love Italy. There's so many different types of towns and like spaces to live. But same with like France. Like Kira loves France. So I feel like, how could you not love it?
Of course, she has like a fairy tale.
Yeah. I know. Her and her husband.
Hello, Kira. You are perfect.
Love you, Kira and Francois. Francois' her husband. Come on. How French is that?
Francois.
Francois? That's literally the Frenchiest name I've ever heard.
Has France in the name.
So French that you have France in the name. Okay, rip my other eyelash because I don't know how that's gonna work. I had to take it off. I think Lucas is home.
Lubis.
Doobie?
I remember you'd always call him that at the
Lubis.
beginning of your relationship.
Hi, baby.
What up?
We'll be done in like 10 minutes probably.
Hello, Lubis.
Hello, Tiffany.
I haven't done my makeup like this in so long. Look at my eyeshadow.
Damn, girl. Looking like a snack. Don't you need these?
I do. For our video. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Just let me know when you need me.
Okay.
Did the herb do its job?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll take for the most part.
I was very tired.
Now that I'm warm again.
I feel more normal now. You were too cold to drink your room temperature beverage?
Mm-hmm. Like when I'm cold, I just can't focus on anything but being cold.
That's crazy. I love being cold. Like, not uncomfortably cold. You're like, I can't focus on anything while being cold, yet you want to move to New York City.
At least I can like layer myself if I know it's gonna be
Have
cold.
fun.
Then
Have fun. You lived in North Carolina. You should know how the snow is. 8 degrees. 8 degrees? No, absolutely not. I love New York, but I don't think that, I don't know. I don't know if I could ever really live there.
I don't know if I could live there permanently, but I would at least want to live there for like a year.
I'd like to live there for like a stint of time,
Yeah.
but not the city.
I like have the view. Oh my gosh,
Ugh,
people
I
keep
just feel like
posting
it's
TikToks of
too
their views,
expensive.
and I'm like,
It's too expensive to live in the city. Like,
I mean, not if your YouTube channel makes it big. Come on, y'all.
that's true. Yeah.
Get her pet house
Thank you, please.
so that I can live there.
You can all move in. I'll make it a content house.
Oh.
Literally. Do you say K?
I think I got my blush out, but
Didn't put
I was
on.
focused on what I was saying and I didn't put enough on.
I'm very focused. I feel like my blush only stays on my face for like 30 minutes. And then it's just gone.
But then if I try to put too much on, I'm like a clown.
It's true. Okay, they're on. Woo! We made it.
My turn.
Oh, sorry.
This dress begins.
We're sharing tweezers.
Maybe I
Okay.
have lash glue.
We need more questions. That's probably gonna be it. I have a question from Christina, my friend Christina. She says, 5-year goals. Question mark. Be done with college. That's the first one. For those of you that don't know, I've been working full-time since I was like 18, since I graduated high school. And I've never been able to go to school full-time. I took how many years off? Like 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 3 years off after high school, and then I started going to community college, which I'm just now finishing and transferring, and I'm almost 25, but that's okay, you know?
Alright, everyone's got their own
We all go
timeline.
on our own, at our own speed.
And honestly, you're saving the money and
Truly
instead
saving
of
the money.
paying to go to a university and having to be in an online class like a lot of people did. I just got to be in my same online class.
True.
Like my school life didn't change that much when everything happened because I was already online for like all my classes. And I'm very grateful for that because if I had been at a university and paid the full semester for my classes and gotten used to going to all of those classes and like the
Did
environment.
they give college students like a refund or a portion back?
I have no idea. But like my friend Kimberly, the whole situation was so messed up for her because she went to Miami before everything started shutting down for spring break, and she only packed her stuff for that trip, and all of the rest of her stuff was in like her house for a sorority. And so halfway through her trip, she was supposed to come back to San Diego and then go back to Syracuse.
Right.
Instead, they told her she couldn't come back to Syracuse and that she just had to go to San Diego and stay. And so all of her stuff, except for the week's worth of stuff that she packed, stayed in Syracuse until she got it like a couple of months later. She had a very limited time frame to go get all of her stuff.
Eh.
I'm sorry.
Are you done with this?
Yeah.
Okay. He touched on my food.
Have you seen that extended scene in one of the Twilight movies? It's the one where Bella's pregnant and Rosalie and Jacob have like really bad beef between them. It's an extended scene, so not a lot of
I
people
don't
saw
think
it.
so.
Basically, Jacob asks for food, and Rosalie at first is like, no, like, fuck you. But then Carlisle's like telling her how she should be nice, so she goes and makes him food, but then she puts his meal in a dog dish because she calls him a dog.
Oh, yeah.
And and then he chucks that at her and gets food in her hair, like straight up hot dog.
Good.
Yeah. And then she turns around and she's like, you got food in my hair. Food. That's exactly how she said it.
I just like fully changed because we're gonna film another video. Yes, babe, I see your, they see it. Anyways, I just fully changed into a whole new outfit, which actually is very cute, because we're gonna film another video, and I forgot that my camera died while we were still getting ready, so I never got to do an outro and show you our final look. Sorry, I just poured another glass, no big deal. Destiny's finishing, but this is my look. Oh, my look. I love it. I haven't done eyeshadow in so long, so very happy. Try to make it so you can see my eyelid without actually closing my eyes all the way, but go on over, go show your look. You said gotta show the people your look. So cute, we love it. Destiny's the queen of neutrals.
Yep.
I love it. Okay. Hello. Sorry for the really poor video quality. It's been a couple months since I filmed this video. 4 months since I last posted on YouTube. That's crazy. I've just been crazy busy and not prioritizing it enough, but I'm going to try to do that. Filming is so fun for me. Editing is like treacherous, and that's where it gets a little wonky. I'm gonna try to post more though. We will see how it goes. Please please subscribe if you like this video, if you want to see more. I'm gonna try to post more frequently. Thank you.